your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I will rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you so upset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got all wells pumping in my living room. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weaken by my soulful cries. Does my haughtiness offend you? Does it feel awful hard? 'Cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging at my own backyard. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Bringing the gifts that the ancestors gave. I am the slave, but still I will rise. I rise, I rise.
Bored by the day, I decided I'd do something. Something I hadn't done in years. Go outside and play. I tried to remember board games, the rules of hide and seek. Did you count to 40 or 100? I went out and pretended to act naturally. I hummed a little and kicked a stone down the street, looking for other kids. They were playing hopscotch. I showed them marbles and a penny and dominoes. They stared up at me like little kittens and told me I was too old.
I want to share my feelings, but I don't know how to start. But every single word I say is coming from my heart. The first time I saw you, all you said was, hey. It was really just a simple way, but it took my breath away. You fill my days with brightness. You lift me up when I feel blue. You make me feel like I'm someone special, so I'll do anything for you. For you, I'll walk across the desert so hot without a breeze. For you, I'll dive into the ocean and be swallowed by the seas. I always wonder where you are, and I wish I could be there with you. You're probably so far away, but I can feel you everywhere. You're the last name running through my mind before I drift to sleep. You're the very air I breathe. I love you, and only you, today, forever.
One day you shall know the story of my life. Some footprints would have faded, the ink would have dried up, some pages torn or glaring scars departing the journey of my life. One day you shall know the story of my life, that I saved and sold my hands, that I wept and prayed as I trekked on the journey of my life. One day you shall know the story of my life, that I saved and lost the fortunes of my life, that the human shake couldn't let me be, neither let me reach the dreams of my life. One day you shall know the story of my life.
Through the eyes of a child, it's this you. Shades of loneliness, it's what I see. Each corner is filled with a silent voice, afraid to speak, afraid to cry. So many people whose hearts are sad, whose empty lives are filled with belonging. Someone who listens but does not hear. Someone who helps but has no hands. There are many who create this world with so many wants and not enough needs. Their lives are like covers of books together to their eyes. But the pages are empty. Loneliness is an inner feeling that cannot be expressed. Belonging is a touch that is far out of reach. Acceptance is an expression that is never seen. Love is a word that is so seldom true. Unity is a fight where so many lives divide. Listen for a while. Can you hear that silent voice? Patterns on the walls. Some I recognize, others are just strangers. Some are telling lies, faces with characters. Others are acting images that make up a cast.
I'm sober and exact. I have no preconceptions. Whatever I see, I swallow immediately, just as it is, unmisted by love or dislike. I'm not cruel, only truthful. The eye of a little god, forethought. Most of the time I meditate on my opposite wall. It is pink with speckles. I've looked at it for so long. I think it has my heart, but it flickers. Faces and darkness separate us, over and over. Now, I'm a lake. A woman bends over me, searching my reaches for who she really is. Then, she turns to those lights, candles in the moon. I see her back and reflect it faithfully. She rewards me with tears and an agitation of hands. Each morning, it is her face that replaces the darkness. In me, she has drowned a young girl, and in me, an old woman rises toward her, day after day, like a terrible fish.
These kids.
In your presence, I rediscovered my name. My name that was hidden under the pain of separation. I rediscovered the eyes no longer veiled with fever. And your laughter, like flames piercing through the shadows, has revealed Africa to me beyond the snows of yesterday. 10 years, my love, were days of illusions and shattered ideas and sleep made restless with alcohol. The sufferings that burdens today with the taste of tomorrow, and that turns love into a boundless river. Your smile hung around our days like necklaces. Necklaces hung around our days, days of sparkling ever new joys. In your presence, I rediscovered my name.
I wouldn't be here tonight if I didn't see my soul. Of course, I didn't know it was my soul at first. But then it started talking about fears of being hit by invisible cars. It sounded a lot like me. So then I go to it. I ask it to tell me one thing. Just one thing about myself. So it hesitates at first. Like it can't decide what delicious secrets to tell me. And then it sighs. As much as a soul can. Like it's overexcited or drunk or something. So eventually, it says to me, if you live through today, you'll get by tomorrow. And when you find someone you love, that person will leave you. And when you die, no one will care. Okay, so what do you say? What do you say when your own soul tells you you're a failure? And it looks happy about it too. Almost giddy, like it's having fun telling you you end up alone. Then I start to wonder, I start to wonder if it's even in my soul at all. What if it's someone's soul? Someone like my arch-nemesis or something, telling me all this so I could give up hope, stop fighting for the good side, let my enemy win. So, I do the only thing I can think to do, and I say the only thing I can think to say. I don't need you, I tell it, and then I squash it, and I kill it. And that's why I'm down here, I guess. I really thought it'd be a lot harder, eh?
Let's go on. Go on. As for the Neo-Spanish languages, they are very closely related. So close that they can be considered as true second cousins. Moreover, they mother Spanish with a mute E. Let's go on. Go on. As for the new Spanish languages, they are very closely related. So close that they can be considered as true second cousins. Moreover, they have the same mother, Spanish, with a mute E. That is why it is so difficult to distinguish them from one another. That is why it is so important to pronounce correctly and to avoid errors in your pronunciation. A bad pronunciation can get you into very big trouble. Pronunciation itself is worth a whole language. In this connection, permit me, parenthetically, to share with you a very personal experience. I was very young, little more than a child. It was during my military service that a friend of mine in the regiment, a Vickman, had a serious problem in his pronunciation. He couldn't pronounce the letter F. Instead of F, he said F. Instead of Fargo, he said Fargo. And instead of birds of a feather flock together, he said birds of a feather flock together. And instead of fee, fi, fo, fum, he said fee, fi, fo, fum, etc. Instead of etc. and thus, instead of etc., etc., and so on. However, he managed to conceal his faults very effectively. Thanks to the hats he wore, no one ever noticed.
It just fucking kills John. I mean, he's laying out there. He's not moving. And I don't think he's breathing. Well, there I was on top of the roof, me and Malisa. We were laughing, talking, and having a great time. I even told her she reminds me of Sandra Bullock. I also told her I love Hope Float. Who knew those words would be the magic words? And the next thing I know, her clothes were off. And we were chiseling the roof like there is no tomorrow. And they were biting, kissing, and touching. And then suddenly someone started beating on me.
Oh.
Yeah, someone started pounding on me and grilling. Yeah! And I looked, there was Chad. And I'm like, what's the fucking problem, Chad? He said, the fucking problem is that you fucking my girlfriend. And I looked at Marisa. You someone's girlfriend? She said, no,
sounds like Chuck just wanted her to be his girlfriend, but it turned out like she's his cousin or something. And that ruined the mood. Melissa put her clothes on and went back into the party through the window. And I was left there with Chuck. And he was crying again. And afterwards, he started telling me how he's so totally fucked up. And he just wanted to throw himself off the roof. And I said, yeah, buddy, throw yourself off the roof. But I didn't say that. All I said is, well, buddy, you're gonna get a girl. Maybe not your cousin, huh? Well, I gave him a friendly pat on the back, a nice manly pat on the back. He looked heavy. Who knew it'd go flying off the roof? I think I killed Jack.
You know what I'd do if I had my own place? Don't get married. I'd have 3 or 4 guys to give me happy. Because no one guy is enough, I think. It's like they're all good, all parts. You know what I'd do if I had my own place? Don't get married. I'd have 3 or 4 guys to keep me happy. Because no one guy is enough. I think it is like there's all God's parts. And if I could put all the parts in one man, it would be enough. But they don't come in that way. They are mixed up. They go scrambled somehow. Besides that, every guy that I've ever been with has had other women. You think I don't know? I know what is going on. I just pretend like I don't. So, I don't know why. I just pretend.
She left a note. Did you know that? She left a note that she was doing it for me. For me. Because she knew I didn't want her anymore. That's horrible. But it was true. I didn't want her. I was ready to walk away and she knew it. I was gonna wash my hands, all of that fucking thing, find some sane girl and start over. Someone who didn't play mind games all the fucking time. Someone who didn't question my motives. Someone who didn't scare the hell out of me, you know. There were times I was actually afraid that she might kill me. Yes, my own wife. I was afraid that she might poison my milk or stab with me with a steak knife in the middle of the night. Honest to God, I was afraid to go to sleep. Sometimes, I think the only reason she did this is because she knew this will hurt. This will stay with me. Look, buddy, if you wanna go, you can go. I know I'm in a head case right now. It's just that I don't wanna think about this. I keep seeing her in that pool of blood. The way I found it, with her wrist, it was all over her nightgown. The one I brought her for Christmas. Her eyes were glassy, like you see in the movies. Like a dead fish like a dead fucking fish, but it's my wife. It's real. Sometimes I wish this would go away like a bad dream, but it hasn't yet.
Ah, oh.
Ah, yes. The night. But be a little more attentive, for sake. Otherwise we'll never get anywhere. Look. Will you look at the sky, pig? Good. That's enough. What is there so extraordinary about it? Cross sky. It is pale and luminous like any sky this time of day. In these latitudes, when the weather is fine. An hour ago, roughly. Tirelessly, red and white lights effulgence begins to lose its light, to grow pale. Pale, ever a little paler, a little paler until poof! Finished. It comes to rest. But behind this veil, gentleness and peace. The night is charging and will burst upon you. Just when you least expect it. That's how it is on this best ship on earth.
Attention, please. For all those of you who have come to watch our shows, please give me your ears. I'm afraid there's a hitch. Well, don't let that turn your bow sore. Well, it is a hitch, one which we hope that you can help us with. See, the problem is our cast is incomplete, and we need 7 young women right now. 7 young women in whatever form. Now, I can see some of you raising your eyebrows, thinking that we're going to do something. Well, I hasten to assure you that we do not intend to do anything dishonorable with them. Problem is, before we can perform for your benefit and pleasure tonight, we need 7 young women to do sacrifices. 7 young women, all virgins mind you, are the only ones who can make these sacrifices for our host from the sea. Oh yes, we've got special spectators streaming all around you right now, even though you cannot see them or touch them. These girls will make the sacrifice in order to establish between us a bridge. Any 7 young girls, all virgins mind you.